Call Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to our apostles and elders of the great millstone that taught us the truth. Shalom to you, elders and bishops of GMS, North Carolina, South Carolina, GMS Detroit. Shalom to GMS Dallas, GMS Atlanta, GMS Las Vegas, GMS San Francisco Bay, GMS Chicago, GMS New York, of course, GMS, all the GMS camps that there are. You brothers out there pushing that truth, the water, ever so much. Shalom, and shalom to you Aquins that such as myself and others that sincerely pushing the truth in the highways and the byways of the marketplaces and in the streets and on the internet. And shalom to you Aquins, you women that are learning the truth. You watching the videos. You're searching for a righteous male covering that you may come up under his righteous spiritual vibration and obey him and learn from him and be a helpmate unto him. You see? Shalom. Welcome to today's lesson. I'm your Hebrew Israelite brother, Mashaba, here in the city of Detroit. Okay? And bringing today's lesson to you. Today's lesson is about Isaiah chapter 40. I got to thinking about, how the rest of the world there is nothing to Yahweh. There ain't nothing. And I got to thinking upon Exodus chapter, second Esdras, chapter 6, verse 54 through 56, And so then I got to thinking about the other precepts to go with that. And then that's when I got to thinking about Isaiah chapter 40, okay, verse 15 through 17. And see, and I was reading a certain part in here that I understand more clearly now because of what's happening over there in Lebanon. Okay, we're going to read down to it. It's the verse 16, concerning Lebanon. But we're going to restart off here on verse 15, okay? We're going to start off there, okay? And so we're going to go off into this. This here is Isaiah chapter 40, verse 15. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket. You see? Yahweh ain't got no care, concern for the rest of the nations, even though rain may fall both on the wicked and the righteous. But Yahweh has no care or concern for the wicked. He said he will not at all acquit the wicked. He don't care nothing about them. So flat out, they hit, and they have all, Psalm chapter 83, they've all taken counsel against us. Remember this. We were created, okay, from the earth, from the clay of the earth, people. Okay, we were created on this earth. Okay, everybody else came out of us, but we were created, okay, from the Edomites, the clay of the earth, people. You understand? You see? And so everybody else, they don't matter to Yahweh. They were not created. They were brought out of us, formed out of us. We were the ones that were created. So Yahweh says we are the only family on the earth that he knows. Dig that. You see? Flat out. Dig that. We the only ones he knows. You don't know anybody else. The hell with them. They can kiss ass and kick rocks. Flat out. And are counted as the small dust of the balance. Right. The small dust of the balance that's on the balance of a scale is not even recognizable of measurable of weight. Okay. See, that's how much of a nothing they are. The rest of the nation. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing. You see? Who taketh up the isles as a very little thing? Who? Esau is Edom. You see, he is the one that is so insignificant. Okay, yet his role is an important role as the wicked. Okay, it's the reason why he has clean leprous skin. Leviticus chapter 13, starting at verse 30, read on through, I think the 38. You see, because he has clean lepers. He got the blonde hair. He got the blue eyes. They got light colored eyes because their genes are recessive. Okay, you see, they have recessive genes. They are fading away. Just like Isaac said, say squashwa, red fading away as he. Talking about Esau. You see? So that's the reason why you can see his veins and all that shit. All throughout his body and all this and that. Okay, that's the reason why he ain't got no pigmentation. He is the sign of the wicked. He was created to be the wicked. Okay, Romans chapter 9, verse 1 through 5. Flat out. Okay, so that's what the real deal is on that. And so let's read on. Now, verse 16. And Lebanon is not sufficient to burn. Now, check that out. Now, what's happening right now over there in Lebanon? Israel, the Israelis, and the U.S. government is bombing. The Trump regime is bombing and burning up Lebanon. But notice this. Right after talking about Esau, behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing. What they over there doing right now is what the Lord is considering and having them to do as part of the prophecies, because the least of them have drawn them out. Okay, the Israelis have drawn Trump and his regime out, drawn out the U.S., drawn out Babylon. Now, Trump can't get out because he don't get bit, okay, and caught. And he's being exposed for the wickedness that he is. He's the real devil on the earth. He's the only one going around to every nation, every country, enslaving the people, colonizing them, making false claims on them, killing off the people, and stealing the minerals, and taking their children and selling them on Epstein's Island as sacrificial sex toys to the billionaires. And yes, they do drink their blood. It's wicked, the things that they do. But this is Esau, yes, Edom. He is the wicked. You see? So the Lord says, and Babylon is not sufficient to burn. No. So what this means? This means them over there, bitch Netanyahu and Trump, bombing, attacking, warring with Lebanon is only going to lead to their destruction. Why? Because and Lebanon is not sufficient to burn. That's what the Lord said. He said it's not sufficient to burn. No, but who is? Esau is Edom. He is the one that is sufficient to burn. Okay? He is the meat for the altar, this great altar, America. Okay? You see? And so, he's the fatness of the ram, the kidneys of the ram, the bullock, and all this and that. Okay? The fatted calf and all that. Nor the beast thereof sufficient for a burnt offering. You see, because they be defiling over in those different countries. They be defiling those animals. Having sex with them and drinking their piss and putting their head up in the ass of a cow and shit all like that, and worshiping cows and all types of shit, man. No. So because of all that wickedness, straight heathens and Edomites, you damn 2/3, y'all don't sit up and became part of that wickedness. It's just so much. You'll be so surprised. What's going on behind these closed doors of a lot of these homes, a lot of these places, where people are meeting up and doing wicked ass shit. I mean wicked ass shit to one another and to each other. This shit is crazy. In verse 17, all nations before him are as nothing. Flat out. You see? He ain't got no care or concern for them. They are nobodies. They nobodies. Who are they? This earth is created for our sake. You see? It's part of our inheritance. Okay? And the heathens. And them damn Edomites. You see? And some of these 2/3, guess what? Some of these women in the kingdom, their father's gonna been sold them to us as an Israelite servant. Some of these females, some of these 2/3 as women. Some of them gonna be our servants in the kingdom instead of being you know, what they thinking that they gonna be. You know, some of them gonna get it because of their attitude and because they didn't believe and didn't want to accept. When always running their mouth, talking their mess. You see, all that gonna be made clear. Ooh. Oh. Damn. You see? Flat out. Flat out. And so, that's the way that is. That's the way they did. They are as nothing. They are as nothing unto the Lord. He don't even have no concerns for them. You see? And they are counted to him less than nothing. Flat out. He said they counted to him less than nothing. Flat out. So all this here that's going on with the rest of the world is about to come to a head. Why? Because pretty soon, because of what Trump and them is doing, all the rest of the nations are going to activate their sleeper cells that they have here in America. You got Lebanon, they got some sleeper cells. Of course, Iran got sleeper cells, Russia, China, North Korea, Pakistan, Afghanistan. Okay? They got all these sleeper cells, plus the domestic sleeper cells that are here in America. Wait till when the power goes, plus Canada and Mexico. They got sleeper cells here. Okay? In America. This shit foul, man. And about to get raw real quick. For real. You see? So to him, to Yahweh, and to us too. Less than nothing. The rest of the nations are counted as less than nothing. And vanity. You see? Straight up. Straight up vanity. And so we can go ahead and end this out. We wasn't trying to make the video too long. Just wanted to stress on that point. That's what's happening right now. Lebanon is not sufficient to burn. So at some point, again, America, U.S. government, rogue government, corporation, and the Israeli government is about to get surprised. Okay? They about to get surprised. It's about to go down right here in America. Plus, you know it's going to be a false flag event. This makes an opportune moment. You hear how Donald Trump is sitting up trying to make like, yeah, we're negotiating with, fine, the talks are fine with Iran. And Iran saying, no, we ain't talked about nothing. We ain't conversating. We ain't making no deals. None of that stuff. We continue to defend our country. You see, and fight for our sovereign right. You see, and take vengeance for the killings of their Shah. Okay? So like all that is brushed away and forgotten. No, dog. There's some things you did you gotta pay for, Esau. Flat out. And that's just simply the way it is. That's just simply the way it is. You see, so just wait. It's going to lead to the Trump regime, okay, unleashing some kind of false flag event where thousands of people are actually killed, okay, like a 9/11 situation, okay. And then they blame it on Iran because they'll probably have some Iranian guys, not Iranian, but some guys dressed up like Iranians, and they're probably wearing those masks that look like Iranians. They even may make some fake. Trump they might make some fake Iranian admitting that we did it videos, you know, and make it where he strike the minority neighborhoods. Okay, so that way that's supposed to get us involved, and he'll sit up and say, "Well, the Iranian sleeper cells are activated, and they're in the minority neighborhoods. They're running around in the minority neighborhoods, attacking and killing the minority people." It's all a farce. It's all to be planned. Yeah, they be killing minority people, but these are not. They won't be Iranian sleeper cells. No, they will be some Trump regimes cast actors, crisis actors, the ones that's doing it. Okay, and so then that'll make it where the Trump will be able to say, well, hey, we got to send in the some troops to help those poor Negro people. No, they be sending them in to come kill the poor Negro people, okay, working in conjunction with the fake Iranian sleeper cells, okay, and all this will be part of the false flag. Then that'll get us involved, because when we look out our windows and be listening and see, we sit on our front porch and see our neighbors being gunned down by some dumb motherfuckers, and they coming our way, we gonna pick up arms and defend ourselves. Okay? As we supposed to, as any normal human being in their right mind would do. I don't give a fuck. Okay? And so this is going to lead to where once we get involved, it's going to be all hell out chaos, because then no holds barred. They're going to have to declare martial law, suspend the Constitution. That's what they want to do anyway, get rid of the Constitution. And then declare martial law. And then, everything becomes a purge. Everything becomes the purge. And there's going to be sniper fire all over, everywhere. Like the Bible said, neighbor against neighbors. Food shut down, electricity cut off. Okay, utilities shut off. No water, no gas. Or no gasoline for commuting. No natural gas for heating and cooking, cooling, heating and all that. Okay, all these things will be prevalent and going to be happening, going on. Plus, it's going to be a new virus that they release at the same time. Okay, all this will take the people's minds away from Epstein's Island and the list. Okay? All these different things will be going on. Meanwhile, all the grocery stores are going to be raided and looted, because prices are going to go up so high for food to eat that people are going to come into the grocery stores pretending like they're shopping, load up their grocery carts, and gonna run out the store 3 carts strong, 3 or 4 carts strong. They've been planned it the same way they planned the shop, a smash and grabs. People gonna plan. It'll be about 10 buggies. People run out of the store and putting guns to the face of the security guards, spraying them with mace, and put the gun to the store proprietors, the store owners. And everybody roll out and put the groceries in the cars. And the guys holding the security at gunpoint, the owners at gunpoint. And everybody getting their food. You see? It's about to get raw. The shit about to get raw. And then they're going to start going through the neighborhoods when there ain't no more food in grocery stores. And they're going to start hitting the senior citizens' houses because they remember they was getting Focus Hope and Meals on Wheels. And they're going to start hitting women's houses, women with children, because they're going to remember the guys out there hungry going to remember that the women were getting WIC and food stamps. You see. Plus, they can beat the women's ass, rape them, rape the children. Plus, it's going to be where they get to slaughter the children and eat them, cut the head off, gut them, cut them in half, cut the arms and legs off like chicken wings and drumsticks. Okay. And open up the a chest cavity and all that, and put all that shit in the oven and bake it on top of fire. Except for the head, throw the head to the dogs. They gotta eat too. These are the shit that's gonna be going down, man. For real. This is the way shit is gonna become. A wicked numb. People gonna be numb. They gonna step over, like the Bible says, they gonna step over dead bodies like it's just done. It's just some done. Another dead body, it's just some done. It's gonna be the stench of smell of rotten flesh, rotten bodies, rats and birds and shit. Gonna be and gonna be eating on the dead bodies here and there. And people gonna be killing over and dying because they're killing each other. Plus the virus killing them. It's gonna be the type of virus where people become infected with, and they die within hours, not days, weeks, or months. All this shit gonna be happening, man. It's gonna get to the point where they're gonna release those dapper machines that are gonna be riding around, scooping up dead bodies and using the dead bodies for fuel. The machine works on flesh, rotten flesh. Yeah, these types of shit gonna be released amongst the people. It's gonna be wild teeth of wild beast. All these things are gonna be happening, going off. Isaiah chapter 26, verse 20. Hide thyself in that chamber, but for a little moment, until the indignation of the Lord has passed. We don't know how much of this that we're going to have to go through, okay? Because we're going to be brought through the fire, okay? Yahweh is going to provide for us, Isaiah chapter 65, verse 13. My servants, they shall eat, drink, and all these things. We should have gladness of heart, and all these things, happiness, all this joy. Okay, we're going to be okay. Some of us are going to be martyrs, Revelation chapter 2 and 13. 2 and 10. Okay, 2 and 10. Okay, and some of us are going to be translated, Revelation chapter 3 and 10. But those that are going to be martyrs are going to be get a crown right off. You see.